Hello, I thought I'd make a quick vlog, and my goodness, I was talking about the people who like go more than a few times and forget it, they turn on me. Well, talk about turning on me. Four people um ganged up on me today, not physically but verbally, at Speedway on 150th and in on 150th in Cleveland, Ohio, right by the freeway. And I'm like, okay, so it all started with one worker, and this worker had a problem with me filling up the bags that they sell and getting them at a discounted price. So she kept harassing me and harassing me about it. So I finally just stopped bringing them in. And then I was getting refills, and she with the big cup, with this cup, and I made the mistake of like getting two of the normal cups, new cups, and I refilled those. And she said, "Well, you can't refill those. You can't get a refill on them." And I said, "Okay, whatever." So I paid them, and then from that point on, I started bringing in my cups. She said, "You have to bring in your cup in order to get a refill." So I said, "Okay." So I brought in my cups, and today she's like, she's there. Today I went in there, I refilled the cup. Like I normally don't go in that much because I was refilling the bag, and that's a gallon. So I was refilling the cup, and I went up to the counter, and the girl at the counter said, "I'm sorry, but you brought that cup in." And I said, "No, I didn't. I didn't." And the guy next to her at the counter said, "Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You brought it in." And I said, no, I didn't." And I said, there's video, you can replay the video. And he's like, and then the woman who has been harassing me, who's been getting everyone not to sell me pop there. It's just pop. It's just pop. Anyway, she gets involved, and I already told the story, so I'm gonna have to remember it, but she says something like, yeah, you can't bring that in. You can't bring in a cup. You have to bring it. And I said, "But you told me I have to bring in a cup, and this is the cup." And she said, "No, not that kind of cup. You have to bring in a different cup, like a plastic cup or a metal cup." And I mean, because she keeps changing it all the time. So I'm like, okay, but what am I supposed to do? I just got this. I'll sell it to you this time. And then the guy next to her, again, he pipes up and he says, "Yeah, I see her doing that she's tried this at the store in Lakewood." I'm like, "What? What are you talking about?" And he's like, "She tries this SHIT at all the speedways." You mean getting a refill? Getting a refill and doing it the right way? Anyway, so they all ganged up on me, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And they were just going on and on and on. And so I started crying, and then I said, "Let me talk to the manager." And she's the girl who caused the whole commotion, didn't let me fill up my bag because it cost too much. I wasn't spending enough, blah, 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 blah. So now the cup isn't right and all that. So I said, let me talk to her. And so she calls her over, and she comes up, and I'm like, why can't I fill up this cup? You can't fill that cup up. Blah 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 blah. I'm like, but why are you acting like this over pop? It's just pop. And she's like, if you're gonna yell at me, you need to leave. And I wasn't even yelling at her, I was crying. And then I left, and then I reported them, and then I went back, and then I asked the people on the phone. I said, "Can I please go back in to get a lighter, because I just don't want to cause more of a scene, and I didn't do anything. And she's like, yeah, you can definitely go back in and get a lighter. So I went back in and got a lighter. And then now I am here waiting for their shift to end because I still need to get gas. I completely forgot to get gas because of all the yelling and screaming at me. So now, I mean, 4 people ganged up at me on me at Speedway over pop. Over pop. And this is what we're talking about. They take anything they can and use it against Marissa. We're not tolerating it. They're trying to get out of being reported, but they're not going to. You're not going to get out of it. And we've already played the video on TV, and it's up on Marissa's website if you'd like to see it. The disgraceful behavior of these people. All right. Well, on that note, I'm going to end this vlog. And I'm going to say I hope everybody watching has a great evening tonight and a great day tomorrow, and things go your way. All right. Bye.